Oh man, that's right. That's right. I was a fiend before I became a teen. I melted microphones instead of cones of ice cream. Whoo, man. That is some classic. That is some classic. That is some classic. Whoo. Late okay at OneYoungsta holding it down, bringing that street geek and nerd soul. What is up, my people? Today, oh yeah, coming with another wonderful episode of that's right. On screen, we are here. That's right. Black Lightning is back. That's right. That's right. We yo man, look, it's wonderful right now. It's wonderful. It's awesome. It's magnanimous. I can't explain to you how awesome it is right now. I'm feeling good. I hope you're feeling good. We're feeling good. We got some folks in the chat that I want to give a shout out to right now before we get started. Corey Toombs, Nicholas Kelly, Therese in the house. Man, it is going extremely well. And the Liberator Dorsey as well. Nice to see your sunshiny faces. We got a little bit of bad news before we even get started. Captain Henderson, the actor, said that he filmed his last episode. He won't be back in season 4, and that kind of hurts because it's like, yo, we love Henderson. I mean, I know he's not like a star of the show, but he is a supporting, recurring character that we love to see. And it's like, yo, man, we don't want you to go, man. You know what I'm saying? So, we ain't gonna see Captain Henderson no more, which is sad, unfortunately. And, we miss him. We love him. We love you, Henderson. You know what I'm saying? We got mad love for you. You the man. And that's all we can say. You the man. So how y'all feeling about this episode? How you feel? What up, Daryl in the house? How you feeling? How we going? How we going to do? Let's talk about Lynn first. Let's get into Lynn. It's been a while, so we're coming back. We see, Black Lightning come back. We see Jen come back and how they're displaced and how they remember all these things that, no one else does. Of course, Gamby's like, yo, man, look, don't tell nobody. Keep that on the out. But, I said, what? I said, what? So, Lynn used to be a prom queen. All right? Now she's a prom fiend. All I'm saying is, what? Okay. So she fires off at Jen when she the one doing wrong. Then she fires off at her husband, so much so that she smacks him. Yo, she's a junkie for real. Like, it is time to have some straight up, like, you can't get no more than what we about to do right now when this intervention. Because it's time for the family to come together. And I think we're on the way to that, but I don't know if we got it yet. Nah, not yet. So I don't think we there yet. I don't think we ready. Now big shout out to the chat. Deliberator Dorsey said Kid Cudi music when BL was flying in the air saying Superman exists. Yeah, I was like, hold up, is that Cudi? Is that my man Cudi right there? Is that Moon Man right there? So that was nice. That was nice. Also, Nicholas, that's right. So Nicholas Kelly, he said she was begging to catch this fade. She wants this smoke. I know. Nah, not right now. Not right now. Here, can you show him some? Show him some dance. Show. So, big shout out to Therese says young NERDSoul light in the building. You know what I'm saying? Holding it down, staying real. Yo, Deliberator Dorsey, straight up. I did think that Lynn was going to lick that green light off the floor. I thought she was going to be down there like a cat licking milk out the bowl. All right, straight up, no lie at all. I was like, yo, she gonna lick that milk up. I was like, yo, she gonna lick that milk, and she ain't licking. But I thought she was close. She probably thought of it, but then the blinds was open, so she ain't want nobody to see her. And also, she knew she had that one little last piece at home that she ran to get. But yeah, like she was, I don't know, she was tripping. She was tripping just a little bit, And I did think she was going to lick that green light up off the floor. So, with that said, I want to get into TC, who is a character that I at first didn't know if I wanted to trust it at all or not. Big shout out to Nicholas Kelly. Said, and she had the nerve to say that Jefferson was an addict when she was standing there trembling in those post-withdrawal shakes, darkened circle under her eye. Yeah, it's like, come on now. And your daughter saw you like that, you know you wrong. So TC, how do you guys feel about TC and where he's placed in the story? Because to me, I was kind of worried if I should trust him or not. And now I think he's all right. I think he's all right now. You know what I'm saying? I think he's all right. Nick Kelly says, oh, she did. I checked. There was 2 gaping holes in that mess of green light residue. So she took a lick. She was like, oh, man, you wrong, man. You wrong. I don't know. I don't know if she did. I mean, she might have took a lick. I don't know. Maybe she licked it and then she knew like her formula won't right, and she had to go home to get her last like real good hit. So for TC, I didn't know how to take him when he showed up because the way he showed up was kind of I don't know what the term would be. It just seemed kind of shady, the kind of way he came through, and I didn't know where to take him. But seeing now how he has, kind of how he has evolved, even in the discussion with Gambi's security system, we see, oh, he's just kind of like awkward and not like untrustworthy. You know what I'm saying? And so it's not that you can't trust the kid. It's just that he's kind of weird and he's got a lot of anxiety and all that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it's not that I'm against the kid. It was just he had me looking at him sideways for a second. But now that I know he's cool, you know what I'm saying, I ain't got nothing against him. You know what I'm saying? He's cool now. So we down with the kid. But how do you feel about that revelation that we got? Because I said this way back. Y'all can check the tapes. The tapes is on YouTube, son. You go way back. I was always like, yo, I don't know. I don't know if she dead, son. I'm not sure she dead. Like, I'm not sure. We ain't see. They was like her body was burned up. And we saw a body. But we're not sure if we saw her body. You know what I'm saying? Jill Scott's still out there, you know what I'm saying, rolling and controlling in CD4. You know what I'm saying? Big shout out to Nicholas Kelly said, and she said, I like TC, and he is a comic book character named Technocrat. He's basically a low budget Tony Stark, but this adaptation seems to be more like Gear from Static Shock cartoon. All right, cool, word. So low budget Tony Stark. Man, but seeing Jill Scott come back into the game, you know what I'm saying? How will it play? What are we going to see? What's going to go on? That brings another very serious villain back into the mix. And we know there was no love lost with her and Tobias. You know what I'm saying? There was no love lost with her and Tobias. And we know for sure that he wanted her gone and was happy that she was gone. So I wonder how that'll play in when we get further, maybe closer to the end of the season, because I don't think that Odell is long for this world. I could be wrong, but I don't think he's long for this world. Big shout out to Deliberator Dorsey said, I hope Black Lightning mentions TC and becomes a strong ally against the antagonist. Let's see. Nicholas Kelly said, remember this crossover brought back Lady Eve. Oh, I didn't watch the crossover. Like the crossover, I apologize, guys. The crossover in no way at all interested me. So I didn't watch the crossover. So okay, Lady Eve is back. All right, cool. Thank you for the knowledge that you have imparted to me, my people. Corey Toom said, man, I screamed. Jill Scott did that. I've been ready for her to come back. And she want her revenge too. So let's talk about Jen. You know what I'm saying? Jen back in the game. You know, she's seen alternate realities. You know what I'm saying? She seems to be, you know, against Odell now. She's kind of like listening to her pops again and all that good stuff. So, you know, it's good to have her back up in the house. But my question is, how she still got powers? Shorty is now phasing bullets through her body when they're shooting at her. It's like, yo, Jen is on another level right now. Like Jen is kind of doing it, and I don't know who can stop her. And the only thing that has protected Odell was the fact that he sent a hologram, which I assume he probably knew that, you know, he knew what was coming and everything that was going on at the time. Like he knew, like, yo, she gonna try to take me out. Big shout out to the chat. Corey Toom said you didn't miss anything. Just know that it happened. Cool. I see that YouTube is tripping right now. Of course, you know what I'm saying. It's like we gonna see if we can get everything going, because I don't know why YouTube tripping. YouTube should be fine. You know what I'm saying? They acting like they, you know what I'm saying? They hating on a brother, and I don't know why. But we should be back rolling and controlling. Also, Deliberator Dorsey says, I watched the crossover. Superman, Flash, the Legends, and Batwoman all live on the same Earth. No dimensional barriers. Okay, cool. So, all right, now everyone's together, for better or for worse. And I kind of covered that a little bit on the What Had Happened Was episode with my boy Kaiser a little bit ago when they were on Twitter talking about Supergirl and Black Lightning being on the same Earth. So with Jen, I love her power up. I love the fact that she's back kind of getting with the family, and her dad's like, yo, you got family first. I know you want to get Odell. Don't worry about that. He will get taken care of, but family first, because she went and saw her mom for herself. Her mom was bugging. Her mom is straight up on junkie status right now. And now hopefully that is bringing it home for her that, yo, look, our family is fractured and we got to get this together. And same with Anissa. Hopefully Anissa sees her mom and like, look, we gotta rally the troops and get back together. It's got to be, you know, all of us together doing our thing for one. Big shout out to Nicholas Kelly. Said, well, in the comics, Jennifer is pure energy and has a hard time controlling it. And the reason as to why we don't see her in human form that much is she's Omega level meta. Word. All right, cool. No doubt. So they're probably just, you know, going in that direction. Let's see. Deliberator Dorsey. Big shout out to him. And Corey Toom said, Jen is a whole assassin out here. Yo, I mean, she was an assassin for Odell. So why not be an assassin? You know what I'm saying? Why not do it, you know, for the good? You know what I'm saying? For the good folks out there. And, you know what I'm saying? Do it for the folks that need to be protected. You know what I'm saying? Take out Odell. He need to be gone. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not super mad at that. I am worried about what it might do to her as a person, as a character, what it might do to her soul. But right now she seems to be okay. And I'm glad that she has someone like Brandon with him. I know I've clowned him for the hair, the curls, and all that. But, you know, at least, you know, she got someone there to help her so she don't go full crazy. You know what I'm saying? Big shout out to Therese. I love this Jen and Brandon team up using their powers together. Yeah, even though it looked like he just threw some dirt at the guys, it must have been some good dirt because they fell down mad easy. Oh, man. Corey Toom said, LOL, you know they need Black Lightning to spice these shows back up. Finna have Thunder get caught up in all them Supergirl lesbian love triangles. Yo, Supergirl is the most melodramatic of the melodramatic melodramas out there in them streets. And it is by far the most frustrating to watch for me. I'll touch Supergirl for touch on Supergirl for a second. It got to a point where I was wondering, am I watching Supergirl or am I watching Supergirl's sister? Because I came here for Supergirl. I came here for Supergirl to do super things and punch people and win fights. You know what I'm saying? And save folks. And I'm seeing her sister go through drama. That's not what I came here for. You know what I'm saying? And then seeing Lena Luthor with James and I won't dare for that. Anyway, off that. You know what I'm saying? Deliberated Door, she said, true about those dirt powers. I know it costs a lot of money to make, to get him to like raise up like concrete and stuff and like an earthbender or something, you know what I'm saying? It would cost money. So I understand that. And I'm not even mad at that. Do what you got to do, Black Lightning. Do what you got to do. Now, before I get to Anissa, I want to just pause for the cause, give some shout outs. First, shout out to Panda, my largest Patreon supporter. Big shout out to you, Panda. I saw your message. I got you. I got to get some things going this week, but I got you. Also, big shout out to Thought Crimes. Big shout out to Enrique Carrion. Also, big shout out to For All Nerds, Black Tribbles, Blurred Girl, Blurdish out there doing their things. Awesome folks. Check them out. But before the biggest shout out goes to my man Arcatron. The Space Bridge is out right now. New album, dope stuff. I'm on it. Haas is on it. Conspiracy P, a whole bunch of cool people. Y'all should check that album out. The Space Bridge. Easy to check it out. And it's an awesome album. Yeah. So let's talk about, of course, your girl Anissa. The one, the only Anissa. The one that comes in and makes everything go right. You know what I'm saying? The one that's willing to fight for the people. Sort of. I want to talk about Anissa for like 1 second. Okay. Her argument with her dad was mad. All right, here's why she was wrong. She's doing her presentation for how we're going to do the extraction, right? Black Lightning comes in. Captain Henderson has been hitting him up on the horn, calling him back to back. So he gets there. Captain Henderson's like, "Yo, man, show us something on the screen or something, right?" So he's just like, "Oh, all right, cool. Here's the screen." He goes to start talking, and then Anissa gets mad. So here's the argument. The argument is that he's using male privilege to silence her or to kind of impose his, kind of like position in this, breakout and all that. And it's like, whoa. Somebody asked me. I just walked in the door. That's not me using anything. Somebody asked me to say something and I said it. It's not like I came in and was like, I don't care about Anissa. Yo, shorty, you dead wrong on this joint. Like, then in this case, this isn't even about male privilege. This is about your pride. They go back and forth about her wanting to be seen. And she's like, no, it's all about the people. Well, if it's all about the people, why does it matter if it's my plan or your plan? You know what I'm saying? It's not about the people. It's about the people to a certain degree, but it's also about Anissa, aka Blackbird, helping the people. And I ain't got a problem with that. Yo, I know you like, I did this work, I want my credit. But let's not front like you don't want your credit. You know what I'm saying? If this is supposed to be all about the people, it shouldn't matter who in front. You, your sister, your mama, your dad, whoever. You want the credit, and that's cool. You deserve the credit, fine. But don't front like you don't care about the credit when you definitely want the credit. You've been stealing from drug dealers and using that money to try to get you a dope fly apartment and all this stuff. And when he called her out on that, she was just like, we ain't talk about that. Oh, really? So now we ain't gonna talk about you. You want to talk about me. Me meaning her dad. Yo, there is no time in this show when her dad has ever come in to try to steal or take something from her. Every time when it's Jen or Anissa, their dad be like, yo, look, you gotta check all angles. You gotta watch your back. You gotta do this. You gotta do that. They don't want to listen. Then what happened? You get in trouble. And then you don't want to never give props where props due. Look, he old for a reason. Because he was smart enough to last this long in the hero game. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, come on, man. Get a man some props. He ain't out here to hurt you. Stop thinking everybody against you. That's your problem now. And that's actually a lot of people's problem when it comes to movements in general. They always think somebody against them, but we ain't even gonna get on that. Now, big shout out to the chat. We got some folks up in here. Deliberated Dorsey said Anissa argument was lame. I laughed at the scene. I laughed when he told her that she stole money from drug dealers and enriching herself. Yeah, I'm like, have we forgotten that you've been robbing drug dealers and doing and like just living a high life? You know what I'm saying? Nicholas Kelly says, this is what I was going to say about Anissa. It looks like she has fully embraced her comic persona because from what Gamby said about the changes, it seems that there's a split between her and Jefferson due to their pressing ideals. And it's like, I don't even think the ideals are so different. The only big difference I see is that she wants the credit so much. And her wanting the credit that much might blind her in the long run. You know what I'm saying? It's like you wanting the credit this bad actually might end up blinding you. You know what I'm saying? And even she had to admit, like, yo, I made a mistake when she came back after the break-in. And it's like, yo, look, I'm not here. Stop thinking somebody trying to hurt you or harm you. I don't care if you're in charge. I'm not here to try to take you down. I'm here to try to help your butt. And you're so dumb you can't see that. And that's due to your insecurity, not mine. That's due to your pride, not mine. I can't fix that for you. It's self-esteem. Esteem of your mother self. Big shout out. Yo, man, you know everybody watches the show. Big shout out to Cat Williams, watches the show, of course. But I mean, it's like, I can't fix that for you. I'm your father. I love you, but I can't fix that for you. That's your insecurity. You know what I'm saying? What you want me to do about it? I'm just coming in here. Somebody asked me to do something, and I did it. What should I do? Should I walk in the room and he'd be like, hey, Black Lightning, can you do this? And be like, nah, I ain't going to do that. What? Anyway, miss me with all that. The good thing is that after it does seem that, well, this happens all the time with Anissa. Anissa says something dumb. Black Lightning comes and helps her anyway. Then at the end, she's like, thanks, Dad. And then it looks like we circle back around to this stuff again. So I don't know. Hopefully the family can kind of get together, because what I need to see is the family come together as a unit to face the outside and external forces. They got a lot of stuff coming down on them, and the more they're fractured, the weaker they are going to be. Big shout out to Corey Toombs, said, you know, she already throat checked the Purdy. Anissa really a e-hero out here wanting attention. Oh, snap. No, he didn't say that, did you? Nicholas Kelly said, well, to check your logic, he did interject that one time with Tavon. That we ain't even talk about Tavon. Nah, Nick. Nah, how long ago is that? You talk about episodes ago, B. Nah, if this argument happened at that time, I would give you that. I'd be like, you know what? He's right. He did interject at that time, but we talk about now. We talk about today. Today, he ain't do nothing. He just got here. You know what I'm saying? He just got here. You know what I'm saying? But he says, you know what I'm saying? He did interject that one time with Tavon, and look where he is now, dead. And she nearly got dead too, but that's neither here nor there. Big shout out, Therese said, Anissa all about the spotlight. Sometimes even before she had powers, she was already trying to lead a revolution. Remember how the first episode of Black Lightning started? Yeah, true that. You know what I'm saying? You know, her sister been calling her Harriet for a long time. You know what I'm saying? For a long time. And Deliberated Dorsey said, Lynn abandoned the family for green light. We'll see. I hope they could get her back. You know what I'm saying? I love the fact that there's a black family on television that has powers and they're working together-ish right now. But we'll see if we can get those building blocks back, and it'll be a beautiful family once again. But lastly, I want to talk about Jefferson. Jefferson seems to have really been able to like kind of get the family back together in a way where he's as understanding as he can be at this crazy juncture of the city of Freeland. He's trying to support Jen while also trying to guide her. You know, he can't get her to not attack Odell, but at least check on Mama first. You know what I'm saying? He's like, step at a time. Then with Anissa, he's like, you know what? I ain't trying to fight that much, but I'll be with you. He's standing there. Everybody's pumping their fist. He pumped his fist too. You know what I'm saying? Giving her the support that she needs. He's being a good father. And I love the fact that he's finding ways to still support his family without, without breaking down, because Lynn has already broken down. You know what I'm saying? Lynn has already fell prey to actually the drugging that Odell and Eddie Munster did to her. You know what I'm saying? So he's there and he's doing the best he can to pick up these pieces and get everything going and keep everything, afloat-ish, if you can, especially after coming back from Crisis. Big shout out. Kelly said, "No, this is what I want to know: is the food in the Jefferson's $1,000 kitchen safe to even eat? Because she did turn it into a green light lab that has stashes all over the house." Yo, straight up, the Jeffersons got the Pearsons got an ill house, and don't nobody ever be in it. Like they got a dope house and don't nobody be in that joint. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. You know what I'm saying? The Jeffersons be in that joint. The Pearsons be in that joint, just chilling apparently, and nothing's going on wrong. You know what I'm saying? I guess we'll see what happens with the meth lab of a kitchen. You know what I'm saying? We'll never know. We'll never know. It'll be great to see how this house fares, how it, turns out after everything's done and finished and hopefully safe after the end of this season. But you never know. Big shout out to Nicholas Kelly, said, say what if Jefferson or Jennifer wants to fix themselves a sandwich or eat some fruit? Like open up the fridge and be like, what is this? There's a whole bunch of beakers and test tubes. Come on, man. Look, people got to do real things, man. People got to do real things out in these streets. With that said, I want to talk about the villains. We didn't see, we ain't see your boy Tobias. We didn't see, we sort of saw Lady Eve. We saw Odell and Eddie Munster, though, which is something that I like. We saw a Odell and Eddie Munster situation that shows that they are not vibing right now. You know what I'm saying? They are not clicking with each other. The doctor that stayed, he's having problems because poop rolls downhill. So Odell crapped on her. She got to go crap on him. And then you got the guy that works for the ASA that's definitely he's sort of feels for the good guys, and he doesn't want to hurt the good guys at all. But he works for the ASA. It's good to see that he still feels the way he does about the whole situation. You know what I'm saying? To see how he comes through and helps them out and wants to be a part, well, not really a part, but more a part of as gentle as the ASA can be. He saw the neck thing on homie, so he tried to stop that. So we see little cracks and chinks in the armor of the ASA in general, and this big kind of roundup, Exodus, Savior, maneuver that they pulled on the base is going to be probably the rallying cry for the ASA for the last couple of episodes, I assume, because that was sort of a last ditch effort, and don't seem like they got much left. Big shout out to Corey Toom, says that's one of the good things Crisis did for the plot. Jefferson thought he lost his entire family, so he's reaching out now. Yep, it's good to see that he is out there getting involved, reaching out to the fam, making sure that he's a part of their lives. to a certain degree, hopefully. Nicholas Kelly says, full and 0.2 seconds to get more green light. Oh man, and help him escape the prison by making him a super meta. Oh man. Oh man. We're gonna see what happens with Tobias, but I can see that coming. Deliberator Dorsey says the biggest thing about the crossover is when Black Lightning and the other heroes save the universe and they visit multiple Earths, including the Doom Patrol members on Earth 21 outside their house dancing. Yeah, interesting. Very interesting. So with that said, man, I'm glad the show is back. The biggest thing, the music on this show is awesome. I'm glad that this show is as black as it is. The show is amazing. I am pleased that we have this show and just the way it is and how good it is. Show is awesome. And I've enjoyed every bit of it. Even in times when I'm like, yo, Anissa, you tripping, or yo, Jeff, you tripping, or Lynn, you tripping, whoever tripping, I've still enjoyed it. We got a lot to look forward to. It looks like the villains are kind of getting in place, and I think this last-ditch effort is going to push Odell to kind of work with Tobias a little bit, which could be interesting, to say the least. So, guys, holla at me. I'm going to holla at you down in them comments. I love this show. This is the only show on CW as far as DC that I follow. I do watch All American. I do watch Supernatural, but this is the only DC show that I watch, and I'm glad that it's still good in season 3. I have been enjoying this to the utmost. So before I get out of here, I'm going to give a big shout out to Geek Fine Art, who did the artist sponsored wall behind me. That is his art. Well, most of it is his art. You can check him out on Instagram at Geek Fine Art. Straight normal spelling, ain't no S's for Z's or nothing, no craziness. Just Geek Fine Art on Instagram. Check him out. Also, to the chat, thank you for coming through. To Corey Toombs, to Nicholas Kelly, Deliberator Dorsey, to Rez in the house. Man, we had a cast of characters up in this joint, and we had a lot of fun. Now, with that said, we got Therese said, we react together, we review together, Black Nerds for life. That's right. Yo, man, I'm glad to have all y'all up in here. We have been chilling tonight and having a good time. Now, what do you think, if we got a chance to see or if some of y'all got a chance to see the preview for next week, where do you see us at the end of this season? Do you see the ASA gone? Do you see the Markovians in? What are you looking for, or what are you expecting to see this season as we come to a close? Because we got 3 episodes left, y'all. Big shout out to Corey Toombs, said, I'm glad it's back. Been waiting to hop back in the lives discussion with y'all. This show is too good. Yeah. For me, for the end of this season, I'm thinking that the ASA and the Markovians are both gone. And we see the rise again of Tobias and Lady Eve, maybe even a little bit of Lala, because I think Odell's time is fast approaching. I think he's coming. I think his time is fast approaching. Big shout out to big shout out to Deliberator Dorsey. So the best thing about the crossover, said Corey has an excellent point. When he breaks down like the episode and stuff, that's cool. Also seeing Nicholas Kelly say Odell better say his prayers because we all know it's a matter of time when Jennifer gets her hands on him. Yeah, and I don't think Jefferson's gonna stop her. I don't think Jefferson's gonna stop her. I think it's gonna be one of them joints he just let happen. Deliberator Dorsey says ASA gone. Tobias and Jill Scott continue their dysfunction. Nicholas Kelly said, I'm glad that the show is back, but I'm seeing the ASA will be gone. We will have some of the factions of Markovia because we still haven't got to see Halo or find out what happened to Looker. Yeah, interesting. It's a good point. Yeah, it's a good point. So yeah, Yeah, that's a good point. So with that said, guys, from me, from NERDSoul Light, thank you for checking us out. Thank you for chilling. To everybody in the chat, Nicholas Keller said, since we are still pulling for from the outsiders, we'll see how that goes. We don't know. We know this man over here is loving the show. I'm loving the show. So until next time, of course, NERD, SOUL, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Check me out. Let's talk about movies. Let's talk about hip hop, all that good stuff, TV, whatever you want to do. It's all good. Thank you for hitting that thumbs up if you hit that thumbs up, or thank you for hitting that thumbs down, but I'm going to send Odell after you. Also, hit that subscribe, and the most important thing you guys can do is share the content. Share it to your friends, share it to your mama, your cousin, your granddaddy, everybody. Share it and help a brother out. And then I can grow, and then I can give y'all more stuff. Grow, you get more. It's just like that. So, before we bounce, much love to y'all. Thank you, and until next time, peace. I said peace. I said peace. Come on. Woo. I said peace. I don't stop and say peace. 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 A peace. Peace. What? Peace. Peace. A peace. Peace. Say a peace. A what? A peace. Peace. A peace. A peace.